Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. Sitting next to me is Mike Brenner. This is the NBA Odds Couple Show for Saturday, April 9th. Mike Brenner, you had a 2-0 day yesterday. Unbelievable. And even me, I was 2-2. For me, that's great.
Hey, look, as long as we're not giving the bookie any money, it was a great day. But you know, yours could have. You almost were 3-1.
I know. I was happy with my analysis overall.
Yeah, but you know, you nailed it on the Pelicans. You were very comfortable with the Pels, and they owned it from start to finish. My hat's off to them.
And you know, if people were watching the video, my analysis of Detroit, that one cashed. I just didn't have the ball.
I know, and you didn't pull the trigger.
You know, a lot of times I say no. It's not a matter of balls. It's a matter of being, smart, doing your research. On that one, the Pistons picked. That was just balls.
That was pure and simple.
Lack of balls.
Yeah, but another teaser cashed. I've been knocking those things down. Again, I'm not ever gloat when I win because
so
you know what happened.
I'll gloat for you.
No, I want to tell you something.
14-3 in his last 17 teasers.
You know what's cool though about yesterday? In my first half pick, I had the Celtics minus 5.5 on the half, and I got a break that usually goes the other way, and it's nice. Screw you, bookie. But with 2 seconds left, literally, Boston inbounds it from underneath. Avery Bradley, whatever, takes like 2 strides and lays up a finger roll, bro. At the buzzer, it counts. They review it. Yes, it counts and covers. And you know, it's nice to get that.
Once in a while, the breaks should go. No, actually, 50% of the time, the breaks should go your way. Damn it.
But the teaser itself was never in jeopardy. I mean, it covered by like 5 or 6.
All right, so let's quickly go over there.
Let's pan the board because, bookie, I'm telling you, we're heating up for playoffs, and right now it's picking your spots. And I told you I had that bad day a couple days ago, and I learned from it. So 2-0 yesterday, 126 and 104. That's 55%. And I'm telling you, NBA playoffs, I'm going to bang some buck. All right, Pistol Pete, 2-2, 65 and 76. He says that's okay for him. Guess what? It ain't. But anyway, 45%, and he sees the value also with the playoffs coming. And with that being said, there's a couple spots today because it's now about picking your spots.
Yeah, I made 2 bets on the overnight, so I'm happy to share those. And then there were the 3 games that didn't have overnights. I didn't have time to look at except for the Golden State game.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that first here. You know, the Golden State, they're in a bit of a conundrum. They're like, should we rest guys? Should we go for the record? And they're actually not quite not clear about it. They kind of do want to go for the record, but Steve Kerr's been saying he doesn't really think that's a super smart thing to do.
And after that win the other night against the Spurs, they said yes, we're going to. But then they had a day to think about it. And then I've been reading some of the same articles. But here's the contrast to that. All right, Popovich made a profound statement and said, yes, Sunday we're playing all our starters against them at home. So, you know, he said we're not doing it because we want to stop the record. He said, I announced that several days back because a back-to-back, they rested them. So I don't know. I think they're going to bring it, and I really do. And today I think they go for it. And the Warriors is on one of my plays.
Really?
Because this is a speculative line now. There was not a first half available.
No, there is a first half.
Okay, what is it now?
7.5. Golden State minus 7.5. 7.5. That's a lot of points there,
That is a lot of points.
That is a lot of points.
And they're playing at Memphis.
At Memphis.
At Memphis. But they're tied. Zach Randolph,
they're not tied. They're fucked up. That's what they are.
I'll tell you what. Wow.
But they're kind of like desperate. I don't know.
7.5.
While you think about that,
I'm going to float for a minute.
I saw the opener on the total on that one. I was sitting out there. I saw immediately at Heritage 213.5. I clicked back a few minutes later. It's 210.
Holy cow! That quick.
So I actually bet. I grabbed it at 211. I took the under.
I'm not sure. What's the full game line?
12.5 or 13.
Well, it was 11.5. It's already jumped up. So 12.5
or 13 market wide. Mike Brenner, this is a tough one. Here, why don't you just still think, but you can't think about it while I'm talking to you.
No, I'm already, trust me. Trust me, I can. Don't doubt me, Pistol Pete. Do not doubt me. I'm telling you right now. And I say it with confidence, but I do have it. Let's get into another game. We'll just get back to that.
Let's get into another game. Well, I'll tell you about another bet that I made on the overnights. I bet Minnesota-Portland on the under.
Okay.
I got 215.5. Now market wide, it's 213.5 or 214. High five. High five.
Bam! I like that.
And so I got a really good number on that one. Portland can be very, very explosive offensively, but at this point in the season, I feel like this is going to be more modest scoring. Minnesota, has been playing kind of well, but I don't think they're going to ramp it up. I think we're going to see a modest-paced game from both sides.
Okay,
and
that's interesting call.
I took the under, and right now I could have under 214. I guess this is a matter of balls, isn't it?
It is.
I'll give it.
So damn it, go the other way.
Under 214.
Thank
under
you.
214.
Loshak,
official.
He gets some balls today, and it's about damn time.
All right, okay. And then Cleveland, Chicago, that line is out, but I did not look at that game at all. Do you have anything to say about that one?
Hell yeah. That's a 10-foot pole, baby. Stay as far away from it as you can. I'm not even going there because guess what? Lesson learned the other day, and it's, try not to make the same mistake twice. I'm staying off these resting teams.
Yeah.
The Thunder and the Cavs, the same two that burnt me, well, they're both in similar situations. And I did have a friend in Vegas told me, hey, sharp money is on the Thunder. You know what? I'm not. It might be, but guess what? Not in my book. So I'm staying away, Pistol Pete. Yep.
All right, and then another game that to me is a 10-foot pole, not because they both suck, but because I'm just not quite sure what to think about it, is Boston
Probably
and
both.
Atlanta. Boston,
What? Both suck.
No, I said not because they both suck. It's because,
okay.
of the situation for the playoffs.
Gotcha.
Boston's on a back-to-back. They're off a margin win and cover at home against Milwaukee. That game went way over. Atlanta's a solid favorite here. You have anything to say about that game?
Turn me loose, Pistol
Okay,
Pete. Of
I'm
course I
turning you
do.
loose.
And this is why I ain't it, pulling out the old lover boy from the 1980s.
We got to make that. We got to make that a
song.
song. Turn me loose, Pistol Pete. For
Turn
gambling.
me loose, Pistol Pete. Jeez, Pete, here we
gambling
go.
song.
Don't tell me, bro, right? But anyway, yes, I love this. There's value in this pick, okay? Hawks on the first half is still three, right? I like it. They're at home. These two teams are in a battle for that spot, okay? And the Hawks have their own destiny. If they win out, they get it. All right, Boston's tired. They played a great game, covered a half for me last night, all right? But tonight, I'm going with Atlanta. They have a day to rest. They have that rest day over Boston. Plus, they know the significance of getting this win. So I think the first half is where the value is. That crowd will be amped up tonight. Atlanta's won 14 out of 18. That ain't by no mistake. They definitely resemble the Hawks from last year. Budenholzer, I say it all the time. He's got it in their heads. These guys believe in themselves. So with that being said, I love it. I think Boston knows they're going into some treacherous territory. So Hawks on the half, baby.
Hawks on the half, -3. Is that your own?
No, now I have another 3-team teaser I feel really good about. It's going to cash. Okay. All right. I'm taking the Timberwolves. After the adjustment, I should have 14 and a half.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Wow.
You know, I'm gonna break it down real
go
quick.
ahead.
All right. The Trailblazers, they're heading to the playoffs, right? All right, they have a young team, a young roster. They replaced 4 starters from last year. T-Wolves have young guys too, and they're young and they're good. They're playing really good. That was no fluke. You beat Golden State.
And they're kind of hyped up.
They're hyped up, and they're not trying to lose so they can get a draft pick, because next year they got their core. So you give me, all right, 6 on top of 8.5 with that. I think that's value. T-Wolves plus 14 and a half. All right, now the Hawks, I'm going to have them plus a half. Is it still 5.5 on the game?
5.5, market wide.
Yep, taking the Hawks plus a half. Guess what? Not only are they going to cover the half, but with this teaser, they're going to get the outright win. They want the positioning for the next seed. All right, and the last is going to be the Warriors. So now with the adjustment you gave me, it'll be -6.5. I think they're going to get that win like that. I
think they definitely want the win. 6.5, not that many points, kind of a lot, but. There's your teaser. You're 14-3 over your last 17 teasers.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, Memphis, they're tired.
Yeah.
Right? All right, guess what? I'm doing it because I got balls. I'm pulling the Pistol Pete trigger. Bam! I'm taking Warriors on the first half -7.5.
Holy shit.
And you know why?
Why?
Because they're going to come out early, and they're going to come out early. Memphis is going to be tired from last night because Zach Randolph, man, he's been shouldering the load, right? And Golden State don't care about the full game spread. So they're going to come out early, try to build that lead, cushion that lead. Then they can go to the bench second half and rest, because guess what? Tomorrow's a huge day with the Spurs. I like it. I feel it.
Yeah.
I like it, Pistol Pete. I'm fired up.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if that first half goes way over, second half under, no doubt. I'm going to be on that one for sure.
So with that being said, I got 3 picks, and I'm glad I had.
Review your picks.
Absolutely. Atlanta Hawks first half -3. Golden State Warriors first half confidently -7.5. Call me crazy, but I think they're gonna, just try to cushion that lead in the first half. And then a 3-team ticket teaser that's going to cash. T-Wolves, the Atlanta Hawks, and the Golden State Warriors.
Sounds good. We didn't even talk about the other game that I bet. Should we talk about it?
Well, real quick.
Well, Phoenix at New Orleans.
Yeah.
I took.
How can you go against New Orleans right now? How
can you go against them?
Yeah, they're stacking up guys we don't even hear about, but they come out and they play every night.
Yeah, I was thinking about the under, but it's now crept up to a 209, which I took it, I think, 208 on the overnight.
They're tired, though. They played the Lakers last night emotionally. That takes a lot out of them. Phoenix finally might be throwing. I mean, they already threw the talent, but even the young guys might be saying, man, I can smell it 2-3 days away. It's cold beer time. It's party time.
I also took Phoenix -1.5 just because I feel like it's sort of a down spot.
I think they are better. I think they're better.
And
you know what? I like that. Why don't you pull the trigger on that?
On all 3. Why not?
Bam! Hit
it. Should I? Yeah. Who cares?
Absolutely.
I mean, my record's going to be shit anyway. All right. So
I'll give
-1.5 Phoenix. That's at Bookmaker and DSI at the Chris Books.
Okay.
And I'll also give under 209 in that one. That is market wide.
Yep.
Okay, so we got your picks, and I'm going to be on Phoenix -1.5, Phoenix New Orleans under 209, and Minnesota Portland under 214.
Pistol Pete, saying it with confidence. With that being said, let's pan this board one more time because I like it. I like it today. 3 solid picks, 126 and 104. Let's get it done again tonight and do it with confidence, okay? Trust me. All right, Pistol Pete, 65-76. He's going to move it up. He's feeling good, and they came out confident today, your pick. So
Well,
I like that.
Maybe that's just because I'm just sort of resigned to having a bad record, but that's okay.
Now, if you sweep the board, next time we both sweep the board, I want you to come up with a creative song about sweeping the board.
Absolutely.
Because I know
you got that.
You're a songwriter.
I got
behind the scenes. He's a songwriter.
No, I got songs and joke songs that.
And again, you know what? We do joke around a lot on this show, but at the end of the day, I'm telling you, for me, it's about the bang for the buck, the ROI. And I'm not saying this being cocky, just saying it being confident. I'm going to make you some money, viewers, all right, during the NBA playoffs. I do it year in and year out, so stick with Brenner. I'm going to take you there.
Okay, sounds good. We'll be back on Monday.
Great show.